loading, loading. Here we go. Woo! Eyes glued to the monitor, can't look away. Knowing the frequency coming out to play. That unique signature, the handle we await. Unlocking the byte gates, controlling our fate. Connections locked, the pathway's clear. No time for doubt, no space for fear. Yeah, the energy's climbing through the roof. Gotta feel that digital, undeniable proof. Loading, 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 status, loading, brave slave. Loading, loading, loading. Yeah. Here we go. Loading, loading. Need that beat. Just wait for it. A massive build-up. These sounds split else. We lose sample weight. We are love. Loading, loading, complete. Loading, loading, need that beat. Just braid for beat. Loading, loading, loading. We are live. Loading, loading, complete. Loading, loading, complete.
Right, evening guys and girls, hope you're all good. Gonna continue on with some Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I think where we left off, it's just doing a load of the last of the little mini quests. So we're gonna go back to the city, I think, and try and do some of them. I'm leaving the fighting quests because they're repeatable, so we can do them anytime. I want to put back to the monastery as well, because apparently you can help people at the monastery. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on anyway. Okay. We're like, what the hell is that? That's because I smell. I need to wash. I need to grab my dog as well because I need to level him up. We also need to unload them. We need to do that as well. Hidden ladder. Love nest. We could visit a few of these. Right, there's no quests over here. There's one down here. We could go do that one. I'm not sure what that actually is. But I've got a bed down there. Oh, that's the... Okay, that's the ones that... ones that we did the other night. Those two guys where we rescued his brother. So I think we're pretty much all good for side quest. Obviously that one and that one are fighting quests. So if we go up to the one that's furthest away, Right, let's go outside and get my dog. Go get me woofer. Because he comes in handy, especially when there's bandits about. Where is he? There he is. Hey, Mutt.
Let's go.
Right, we're gonna fast travel over to the city, I think, and then ride over there, because it's too far. No, like fuck are we stopping for a giant guy blocking our path? No way. I think for the first time ever we've actually managed to get our timings just right.
Greetings to you. You have a
Right, just give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to grab a drink and have a quick pee and then we'll get going. Where was I?
master. Hey, doggy?
Oh, don't need me torch. Okay, let's go and see what this job is over here.
Quick!
Well, this quest.
God.
Should have had a walk, you know.
God.
We're nearly there.
Goodness, lad. When's the last time you had a bath? What do you need?
Greetings, knight. What brings you here?
I'm mourning. Can't you see?
Did someone die?
My hope. Not far from here, in Sedlets, is buried Sir Valentine. Have you heard of him?
Rings a bell. Isn't he the one who brought holy soil from Jerusalem to Sedles?
Precisely. Almost 200 years ago, Valentine accompanied the abbot of Sedlets on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land. There, in the field of Akeldama, he took his sword and dug up a handful of dirt, which he brought here and scattered over the graveyard.
Yes. And that's why you're mourning?
My entire life, I've wanted to visit Valentine's grave and see his famous sword. But now that I am here, I'm unable to go inside. I felt so humbled.
I'm truly sorry to hear that. Can I help you in some way?
I don't know, friend. Unless, what if you went to the graveyard instead of me? You could find Valentine's grave and bring the sword here.
What?
Just so I could look at it. Then you would put it back. I'd pay you well for it.
Oh, all right then. I'll do it. I'll help you. And I think I know where to find Valentine's grave. I'll bring you that sword.
Really? So you will help me? What is your name, friend?
Henry. And you are?
I will wait for you here, Henry. Thank you very much.
Quick!
Alright, let's go get this sword. We want to be over this way anyway, because I want to visit the monastery at some point.
Go! Whoa, whoa.
Is it inside?
Damn it. That sword isn't here. Now what? I'll take another look around here. Maybe it's somewhere nearby.
No, it's got to be back there then. Where we came in, wasn't it? I know. Yeah, it was. And if I go out here, it takes it off. Do you reckon it's upstairs? It's got to be upstairs, isn't it? It's not in here, is it? Got to be upstairs somewhere. Alright, let's go back up.
What's this? It looks like some really old reliquary. What a rare find. Dust you are, to dust you shall return. And then I'll sweep you into a corner.
What's that? Fish? I don't suppose it would be upstairs, maybe. No, it's definitely downstairs. Just where? Oh, it's right. No, that's a plank of wood. I thought it was on the floor then. It looked like a sword. Hmm. It's got to be back downstairs. Oh.
This must be through Valentine. And he has a sword. Maybe I could just forge one like it, since the real one is nowhere to be found.
Okay, let's go do that. Where can we go to forge? Right, let's just pop in the monastery real quick. Might be able to forge something in there. I don't know. Plus, I want to see what other quests are in there.
Good lord! What did you roll
Keep
around
away
in?
from me or the stink will knock me down.
Careful.
My regards.
God, should be a law against people stinking worse than animals.
I'd like to go to the monastery.
All right. But first show me you're not carrying anything stolen.
All right. Go ahead and search me.
Well, what's this?
You're planning to enter the monastery with that? Forget it. Farewell.
Why, but what have we got? Is that the only thing? read a book instead.
Jesus Christ! I can smell.
Move that to our inventory. Oh, wrong one. And then, oh, move that
You from over
back.
here?
I'd like to go to the monastery.
All right. But first show me you're not carrying anything stolen.
All right.
Good. Now, as for the payment, the monastery...
A small donation. I'll be right back. Grace has fucking got out of bed. Right, she wanted to watch number bonds. 300.
All right.
Before I let you in, I must warn you. If you've got any pressing matters left unfinished, you won't be able to return to them.
Very well. I understand.
That should be everything.
Let's go.
Fucking hell. How hard is it to get in there? Suppose this is going to be the first and only time I'm fucking going in there. 300 groschen. Mate, he's ripping me off. I don't even think I need to come in here either. Can we talk to you?
Where do you think you're going? Hurry up! Get...
Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that...
How are you feeling? You're looking better.
Oh, wasn't even sneaking around. I don't even think I need to go in there. Fuck it, can we load? We're gonna go back. Fuck that, get my 300 groschen back. I thought there might be some extra stuff to do in there, but there's not at the moment.
This must be through Valentine. And he has a sword. Maybe I could just forge one like it, since the real one is nowhere to be found.
Right, let's get out of there. Let's go. Got to be careful where we forge because. Hold on, we're gonna go to there. Skip this and go. Thingy. Let's go to the baths quickly as well on our way up there.
Did you sleep in a barn or what?
Oh, shut the fuck up, mate. Can't help it. I've been on missions, alright?
I apologize. What are you poking around that door for? Eh? Who goes there? You aren't. You've no business.
What do you mean I've got no business here? Oh, it's Lata. Need to speak to you.
Good doggy. Good boy. Christ, lad. What do you want?
I'd like to learn something.
What would you like to know?
No, where is she? She's not even in here.
Good day to you.
Where is she? There she is, Betty.
Christ, take...
My body is in need of rest, and
Aye.
I've got a few wounds that need taking care of, and I need a hot bath. And wash my clothes, too, so I don't look like a beggar.
Don't worry, friend.
2 hours?
I reckon that's it. Take care of yourself out there, friend.
I'll have a beer. Hail Mary.
Right, let's go to the Legacy of the Forge. See what this is. This place over here, is it?
This place seems familiar.
Henry, look. I spent the happiest years of my life in this forge. such a shame to see the old place just left like that to... Henry! Stop that. Come on. We still have to go to the market.
Looking for something, lad?
I was just...
You won't find nothing here no more. Let's move along.
You want a fucking bet? I'll find something here.
Forgive me. It's just that... I remember this forge from my childhood. When I was a boy, my pa, Martin, brought me here.
Wait, Martin? My husband had an apprentice called Martin. That was your pa?
Unfortunately, he died.
I'm sorry to hear that. My God. Martin's adult son? Time really does fly.
He told me back then he spent the best years of his life here.
Aye, aye. Those were good times. True enough. What's your name, lad?
Henry.
I'm Magdalene. It's a pleasure, Henry. Care to come inside for a chat?
Oh,
I've
yes,
a fresh pot
please.
of soup on the stove if you're hungry.
I can't refuse an offer like that.
Glad to hear it. Come with me, then. I'm glad you like it.
Just like Ma used to make.
Back when your pa used to apprentice here, my Skodder's forge was the finest in Kuttenberg. Only then out of the blue he fell ill and I lost him. Everything's been downhill since then. His apprentices left and the blacksmith's guild couldn't decide who to assign the forge to. Before they could make a decision, the forge's attic burnt down. I was visiting my sister in Visokar at the time. She's with the Lord now too, poor thing. I was left here all alone, on jointure. This room is the only one that stayed unscathed for the most part.
How did your husband get ill?
Out of the blue. He started coughing, got weak, then lay down, and never got up again. It wasn't the plague, but something nasty nonetheless.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What can you do? Such is life, lad.
Did Martin really not want to take over his own forge?
He was just a lad at the time, and taking over a forge is no easy feat. The guild has its own rules and who to assign it to.
How did the forge's attic burn down?
How do you think? Someone set it ablaze. Hard to say if it was just some brats or those good-for-nothings from the hole. That's the watering hole next door. But it doesn't matter now, they never caught anyone. All that came of it is that nobody's wanted the forge for 20 years. But look at me rambling on. I'm sure you're not interested in the rantings of some old crone.
I am interested.
It's kind of you to say that. I keep trying to explain to the guild that it's not a lost cause. We just need someone who will bring this place back up. But it's like talking to a stone wall year after year. The guildmasters are too worried about their own business to listen to me. But I'm convinced if we were to find a talented blacksmith, the workshop could be as beautiful as a chapel, like when my old Skodder used to run it.
I could be that blacksmith.
You're a blacksmith? Like your pa? Christ, of course you are. I should have known. It only makes sense after all.
I can get my hands on some coin. And you're right, such a famous forge shouldn't be left to fall by the wayside.
If you were to take it over, that would be wonderful. Only you'll have to talk to the guild about it first. They make the rules. I reckon Master Bushek the Elder has the most common sense when it comes to this place. He might be able to help. He has an armourer's workshop in the town hall quarter. Hopefully he'll hear you out.
I'll try and talk to him. Thanks for the soup.
Good luck to you, Henry.
Okay. Right, let's go speak to Bushek.
Hail.
A couple of drunks was sitting outside the store.
Greetings. I'll be with you in just a moment. You're up early. What'll it be?
Master Bushek?
Aye?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm interested in Master Skoda's old burnt-down forge. I spoke to his widow, Magdalena, about it.
For Christ's sake. She didn't pull you in off the street, did she? The mad old crone?
Well, more or less.
Old age must be sad. All I can tell you about the forge is the same thing I tell Magdalena when she bothers me about it. Even getting the building back into its original state would mean pouring a fortune into it.
I'd take care of the money.
Aye, but only a member of the Kuttenberg Blacksmiths Guild can work the trade around here. And you're not a member.
Could I join the guild?
It's not that simple. The guild is a private society made up of Kuttenberg burghers, and the other masters aren't too trusting when it comes to outsiders. So I reckon they won't be too keen on the idea.
How could I convince them?
That's hard to say. But maybe you'll make a good impression. But first, you'll be required to meet 3 conditions.
Which are?
First, you have to come from a respectable family. Second, you have to have blacksmithing experience. And third, you'll have to compete the guild trial. Tell me, blacksmith, what sort of family do you come from? And what's your work experience?
Not only do I come from a respectable family, but a blacksmith's family too. You probably knew my father.
Oh? Where would I know him from?
From here. His name was Martin, and he used to be old Skoda's apprentice.
Wait, Martin? Your pa is Frisky Martin?
Frisky?
Aye, of course, Frisky. We used to call him that because, well, that doesn't matter. How's he doing these days?
I'm afraid he's no longer with us. He was killed during the raid on Skalitz.
Christ. I'm very sorry to hear that. When I knew him, he seemed like a good bloke and quite a talented swordsmith. Some of the masters were good friends of his. They were the same age at that time. To tell you the truth, that will likely affect your chances as a contender. As Frisky's son, you'll have a great opportunity to make an impression. So you'd better make the most of it.
As far as experience, I helped at my father's forge. We made a sword for Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dvorets together.
Cobbler, eh? The royal hetman. Is there any way for you to prove it?
I have the sword here. Would you like to see it?
No need. I'll trust you. But if the other masters happen to ask, be ready for anything.
Hey, hope you're
It
all
seems
good.
answering questions about your family and experience won't give you trouble. Now for the most important part. Are you ready for the guild trial?
What does the guild trial involve?
The guild trial consists of a verbal exam and a practical exam. First,
Okay.
you'll have to answer a few tricky questions from my colleagues. And after that, you'll forge a sword to the best of your abilities right before their eyes. Of course, the trial comes at a small fee for each try. Well then, do you feel up to it?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Great. But I'm afraid we're not. It will take some time to get things ready. We'll meet tomorrow at noon below the astronomical clock on the square. I'll take you to the Guild Forge, where the trial will take place. I should also mention there will be a verbal exam. And if you can read, I have an excellent handbook here. It's called On Blacksmithing, and it contains all the basics my colleagues may test you on. I'd be happy
everyone
to
wants to
sell it
sell
to
me
you
stuff.
for a small fee. And one more thing. If you'd like, you can wait for the trial here. Just say the word.
I'd like to buy the handbook.
Here it is. Enjoy your studies.
Right, let's read this book quick.
My young apprentice said there was some sort of commotion when I... Here.
Aye. I'd like to wait here for the...
Very well, then.
Right, we got this.
Don't even bother looking at that old clock of ours. It's been stuck for 30 years. It seems all the other masters are looking forward to what Frisky's son can do. You'd better make a good impression. Come now, the Guild Forge isn't far. We'll just pass through the lower market and we're there. Did you get a chance to study the handbook?
Of course.
Mind if I test your knowledge a bit along the way? Are sparks a good sign while forging?
Yes, they're a good sign.
I'm afraid not. It was a trick question. If sparks fly while you're hammering, it's a good sign. Whereas if you're heating the workpiece, it's a bad one. I have one more question for you. Why do blacksmiths whistle while they're hammering?
To keep rhythm.
Exactly. It's so they can keep rhythm. At least you got this one right. I reckon it wouldn't hurt to take another peek in the handbook before the trial. A good blacksmith should never stop learning. That too is important to our guild. I have a number of designs in my armor smithy that I collected on my travels throughout the kingdom. It's quite a unique collection. And the best part is, I'm happy to share it with others. Stop by any time. Learn to make something
The
new.
Lord be with you.
Your customers will surely appreciate it, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Your trial still awaits. Just a...
Oh, right, okay.
If any of you want... Better to learn with a true meister like me.
Shall we begin?
Ready? We can begin.
Honored friends, masters of the Blacksmiths Guild, let me introduce the newest adept of the Master's Trial, Henry of Skalitz.
So, this is old Frisky's lad. I can hardly believe it.
Aber I do not see much of a resemblance.
Vielleicht ein wenig.
I do not see it.
Aye, aye, Frisky here, Frisky there. All that talk about not taking in outsiders, and now you've gone and flipped it all around.
Martin was a good bloke and an excellent swordsmith. If Henry here is anything like him, he'd be a welcome addition to the guild.
Genau, genau.
Look, I didn't know this Frisky fella of yours. I'm more interested to see what the lad can do than who his pa was.
We'll see what he can do shortly. Just to be clear, let me repeat what the trial entails. In the first part, the verbal examination, he will receive 3 questions. He must answer all 3 of them correctly in order to pass. If he makes a single mistake, this part of the exam is considered failed, and he won't get a chance to correct himself After the verbal examination comes the practical one, where our adept skills will be tested.
And if he is successful, he'll become one of us.
Let's begin with the first part of the trial. Who would like to ask Henry the first question?
What's the final step before completing a piece?
Quenching the workpiece in a barrel.
That's correct.
Richtig.
Let's move on to the second.
Tell me, mein Anhänger, what is the Farbe of a correct heated workpiece?
Straw yellow.
That's right.
Wunderbar.
Last question.
Say, Heinrich, how can you tell you have made progress on your workpiece?
Oh shit, I don't know.
By the sparks?
Wrong.
The form, by the shape.
Ah, what a shame. You'll have to really put in an effort during the practical exam, Henry.
We will pay even closer attention to the quality of your product so that
Your task will be to forge a guild sword. Here's the design for it, as well as...
Viel Glück. Let's see what you can do, young Frisky.
Let's see then.
Just like
Let's see
Martin.
then.
Uff. Stärker.
Komm schön. Take a look at that.
What's next?
Konzentrieren.
Looks like the lad has a firm grip.
Genau.
I have to pay attention. I've almost loused it up.
He's not doing too well, is he? Let's see then.
Just
Stärker.
like Martin.
Ah, this is so horrible to do.
All done?
Let's see what you made. This definitely isn't your best work, but no matter. Even a master makes mistakes, eh? You can take that shoddy thing with you. Do you want to repeat the trial?
What?
I'll give it another try.
Very well. Pay up and you can get back to it.
Here it is.
Good luck.
Konzentrieren dich.
It looks like the lad has a firm grip.
Special so far.
Komm schon. Stärker.
Just like Martin.
Let's see then.
Oof. Genau.
Come on, we got this.
I've almost got it done.
He's almost done.
Fine. Now to temper it.
And take a look at that. I'm looking forward to this.
Please let this be a better quality.
What's next?
Can't really afford to spend any more money. Yes.
Let's try this again.
Go on. Excellent, Henry. Good work. I was worried there for a while, but I'm glad things worked out. Honored friends, masters of the Blacksmith's Guild, Henry of Skalitz has successfully completed the trial. Let us head for the guild hall for the acceptance ceremony. After successfully fulfilling all requirements, I'm proud to announce our guild has grown by a new member. Approach Henry of Skalitz. Kneel. Swear for the first time on your honor and by God Almighty that you will defend the interests of the Blacksmiths Guild of Kuttenberg.
I swear.
Swear for the second time that you will protect all secrets entrusted to you by the Guild.
I swear.
And swear for the third time that you will always act honestly and God-fearingly to spread the esteem of our guild among the people.
I swear.
Now hang your guild sword next to those of the other masters. Now
not
just
that
the final
hard,
step.
is it?
Hang it up. Welcome to the guild, Henry. It's now up to you to say a few words.
Worthy masters. First of all, I have to say what a great honor this is for me. Becoming a member of such a prestigious guild in this great city is something I'd hardly have dreamt of just a few months ago. I promise to fulfill my oaths and prove to you that I'm someone you can rely on.
We are glad to hear it. In any case, from this day forward, Henry is to take over Skoda's forge and repair it. He therefore acquires the right to use it with one obligation, and that is the accommodation of the widow Magdalena. The guild grants her jointure after the death of her husband. That will be your responsibility now, Henry.
That won't be for much longer anyway.
She's a kind woman. I'll be happy to help her.
We'll see about that, once she goes poking her nose into everything at the forge.
It sounds like you have your work cut out for you, Henry. But like all hard work, the results will surely be worth it. The ceremony is now over.
Sweet, we got our own forge.
Forge
Sit a
awaits,
while,
lad.
will you?
Why was Magdalena bothering you about the smithy?
She's used to sticking her nose into everything. Even guild matters that aren't her concern. Old Skoda, may the Lord grant him eternal rest, always tolerated it. She probably doesn't want to live out her years in her ruin. And I understand that. On the other hand, it was her choice. We offered her a cottage elsewhere, but she wouldn't hear of it. Said that was her home.
Tell me a bit about yourself, Master Bushek.
I'm not that interesting. Not much worth telling, really. They call me Bushek the Elder, because my son's taken up the armorer's trade as well. Though he's moved to Prague now. I've been in the guild nearly 30 years. I've seen it rise and falter, and constant feuds between the masters. If I've learned anything in that time, it's that there's an answer to every question, and a cure for every pain. I try to live by that.
Why did they call Martin Frisky?
Truth be told, I don't know. Master Skoda came up with it, and it just stuck. He probably called him that because Martin was always hopping around full of ideas, and never hesitated to act on them, whatever sort of ideas they may have been. We weren't terribly close, what with the age difference. But Martin had a bright future ahead of him. That much was clear to everyone in the guild. He could have become one of us one day. But for whatever reason, he chose another path.
What exactly happened with the fire at Skoda's smithy?
That was a tangled affair. I still can't quite make sense of it. Fires can start on their own sometimes, from the weather and such. But it had been rainy for days. Widow Magdalena was out of town, staying with her sister, I think. So the place wasn't being watched, and no one saw anything. Naturally, the city watch looked into it as suspected arson. But they never found the culprit. I don't even remember anyone pointing fingers. In the end, it was written off as an unfortunate accident.
I'd like to know more about old Skoda.
He was a true master, trained in the Empire and in Italy, and always sought to improve. He was known for his versatility. He forged swords, armor, even ornamental grills for buildings. Besides making top-quality work, he also handled relations between the guild and the town. They'd never been better. Sadly, he fell ill and passed away far too soon. We lost a great man.
I'll be with you, Henry.
Careful.
Out of there. This way? Oh, no. Stairs. Alright, let's go to me, My forge. Where am I? I'm all the way up there.
Disgusting man in all ways. Gather round. Do your shopping here. You're in the clear.
Hail Mary.
Good news. I gained the right to use the forge.
Wonderful. Finally, we can make some progress here. I'm just worried that once you see the mess inside, you'll turn on your heel and run.
Why would I run?
I'm just joking. But make no mistake, you're in for some hard work. The house will have to be cleared out first before you can do anything else. The forge, as well as the floor above. Clear the rubble, put it in sacks, take it outside to the wagon, pick up the things laying around, sweep the floors. There's much to do, and I'm afraid I won't be of much help. My back isn't what it used to be. One bad move and I'll stay hunched over like an old crone.
I'm sure I can manage.
I hope so. Looks like you have some strong hands and that you're not all thumbs. But first you'll have to get inside. The entrance from the street is blocked. A beam collapsed.
I'll figure it out.
Right.
I'll have to open this gate from the other side. You've got to be kidding me.
Might as well get to work.
Whew. Come on. Whew. One sack after another.
Whew. Those sure look heavy.
Yeah, they are.
My lord, it's even worse than I thought in here.
Some of this is bound to come in handy. I wonder what's in store for me here. Whew.
Bag this up and take it down.
Ooh. Ooh.
Carrying those heavy sacks up and down the stairs. I couldn't handle it.
Can't do that just yet.
This looks like it was an apprentice's room.
What does it want me to do? I'll collect materials off the upper floor.
I reckon I can still use these materials.
With 2 seconds, just gonna go for a quick That's better.
Good as new, I suppose.
We're not gonna tidy this room now.
What's this? It has Martin's mark on it. I'll have to ask Magdalena.
My word, you really are a handy lad. And hard-working too. I like to see that. You see this, Skoda? Your forge is finally in good hands.
I found this. The mark Martin used to use is on it. Do you know what it could be?
Aye, that looks like one of the sketches for that grand project of theirs. They always met up in the evenings after work. All hush-hush, and over something so silly, no less.
Why did they meet up?
Because of the broken astronomical clock on the Rathaus Tower. Back then, the city officials decided they wanted it fixed. So they asked the masters of the guild to propose a solution. Your pa got all excited about it, then got my old Skoda involved, along with that other apprentice that was here. What was his name? Such a timid, quiet lad. Sakra. Oh, I can't recall, but I remember they did some work on it, but the city ended up changing its mind.
They blew it off?
Not at all. They brought in some Italians, all the way from Padua or whatever it's called. And how do you think that turned out?
They messed it up?
It was a terrible disgrace. The Italians ended up running off along with the money. There was no money left for the repairs, and there still isn't. So the clock is still broken. I remember when it still used to chime. But what can you do? Better to discuss what you want to do with this place.
I want my own room.
All right then. Come, I'll show you something. This was Skoda's table. He was always sketching something, planning repairs. He could stand here for hours. It was his favorite spot. And now it's yours.
It's an honor.
I think there's just one thing left to do. You have to put up a shop sign. So your customers know where to go, right? Have a look at the plans here. Good work, Henry. I didn't think I'd see this fire going ever again.
We'll get this place up and running again.
Now that you're officially open, why don't you forge something for me?
What do you need?
Nothing difficult. My old axe broke. It served me for many years, even after he died. Only now it's all worn down and crooked, so it's not good for chopping.
Why didn't you get a new one in all those years? Someone from the guild would surely be happy to make you one.
I don't need their charity. Besides, if you're even half as talented as...
2 seconds.
Pa was, this should be child's play to you, no?
Of course. You can count on me.
And don't forget to sharpen it too. I can't chop with a dull axe.
I noticed your brooch. It's really lovely.
It's a nightingale. Shkoda made it for me for our first anniversary. I used to sing while I worked. And he'd always say, "My little nightingale."
It's a real masterwork.
It's mainly a keepsake now. Not much of his is left. Just that old axe. And an axe doesn't make the best love token.
I'd like to know more about your husband.
What would you like to know?
How did he become a guild master?
Not long after our wedding, he passed the guild exam. He was even offered a choice of 2 forges. There were 2 vacant ones. One in town, in the Merchant's Quarter, where young Matthias is now, and this one. Everyone was surprised he chose this place. But we figured there'd be more space here. And we were right. People didn't mind walking outside the walls once they saw the big, fine smithy we built here. As our smithy prospered, Shkoda's influence grew. Not just in the guild. He even talked about standing for a seat on the council. But he didn't live to see it.
How many journeymen did he train here?
Well, not all that many, to be honest. He started with some lad called Yaneba from Petch. But the boy couldn't take Shkoda's high standards and left. My husband was a strict man. I can't remember a single apprentice who stayed longer than 6 months. Your father was an exception. Him and the Fly. The 2 of them stayed together here 2 whole years. Right to the end. That says something about their skill. They were just fine smiths, and Shkoda held them in high regard.
What happened after he died?
It's all a bit of a blur. I don't really remember that time too well. It all happened so quickly. He fell ill, took to bed, and 3 days later we were laying him out. Suddenly the smithy was full of people. The guildmasters arranged the funeral, the councillors came to offer condolences. The journeyman disappeared without a word. I went to my sister's for a time, and while I was away, the roof caught fire. And the rest you know. I was left here all on my own.
Would you tell me something about Martin?
Gladly. What would you like to know?
What was Martin like when he was young?
He was a well-mannered boy. I didn't know him outside the forge, but by all accounts, he was quite a rascal. Word was, he never missed a chance for mischief. He was always betting on something. Even tried on with my Skoda. He eventually talked him into a wager. I don't even remember what for. That he'd leap the brook down on Bach. He took a long pole and said he'd vault right over. It seemed like a clever idea, but the pole snapped in two, and poor Martin plunged straight into the water. Skoda called him Frisky from that day on.
How was he at the trade?
Better than good. He wasn't a complete beginner when he came. He'd trained under another master first. I can't recall where from. I think he brought a few sketches with him, which he showed Skoda, and the two of them tried to work something out. He wanted to become a swordsmith, and it showed. He really cared about mastering the craft. He spent a lot of time at it. My husband praised him for being able to think for himself from the very beginning. And he didn't hand out praise lightly, let me tell you that.
How did you get along with Martin?
He was no trouble. Ate whatever I cooked, helped out now and then when it was needed. He was a bit like a son to me, really. Although, he never wanted to talk about his family, where he was born, where he came from. No one could get it out of him.
Why did he end up leaving Kuttenberg when things were going so well for him here?
If only I knew. One day he was still here, comforting me, saying everything would be all right. And the next day, he was gone. Didn't even take his things. I asked after him at the guild, but no one wanted to say anything. I often wondered if he'd got himself into trouble somehow. But I never did find out what it might have been. And I doubt we ever will.
Looks like it's almost done. sharp as a razor. I have that axe you wanted.
Wonderful. Let's see. My word. This is really great work, Henry. Your customers will be tripping over each other to buy your products. Just be warned. People here in the city care more about the quality of work than in the countryside. If something is shoddy, they'll notice it right away. So, if you mess up a piece while forging and it ends up being low quality, it's best to just make a new one. All right?
All right.
Word will spread soon enough that locals don't have to go to the city to have something forged. And you'll have your first customers. Everyone around here knows me, so sometimes they might come to me with orders. I did the same for my husband back then. Does that work for you?
That works for me.
Glad to hear it.
As long as it doesn't bother you.
Why would it? On the contrary, I'm glad. I'll help out around the house, and I'll be happy to help with this too. I don't get out much, so I have all the time in the world. Oh, and one more important thing. You can also sell pieces you forge on your own, without anyone ordering them. There's a storeroom past the left door under the archway on the street, where you'll find a chest you can put products in, and I'll do my best to sell them. Here's the key to the chest. I'll hold onto the money for the products for you, so feel free to ask any time.
Sweet.
Where did you say the chest is?
In the storeroom.
You've taken on quite the...
I don't mind. All the movement keeps me young. In the meantime, you can focus on getting in good with the guild.
What do you mean, getting good?
The guild masters are an eclectic bunch. They all like different things. It would be best if you try to be on good terms with everyone. They'll appreciate you, and you'll forge all the more. For example, Boris of Brod loves nothing more than rolling dice. If you offer him a game at the guild hall, I'm sure he won't refuse. He used to be one of your pa's best friends. He might even tell you about some of their misadventures.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Oh, yes, you do. Don't lie to yourself. Well, and maybe wash up a bit, so you don't scare people.
Okay. Right, let's have a little look at our thingy. We've got 6 available perk points. Oh, I'm not sure which one. Okay, so how do we get... Alright. Oh, I should have fucking stayed down there. Need to go back. Need to go back and go to my chest and get my dice.
So much dust.
Oh,
Stores closing. Last chance.
Oh, that one. Right, let's put some stuff in that we don't need. Oh, need to.
Here you go. Chicky chick.
Alright.
No different from you when you get afraid of water, aren't you?
He'll be whipped for his lewd acts and be left to suffer in the pillory for several days. Keep an eye out for lunatics and deviants like him. Pay me, you prick. You owe me. Are you dead?
I'll be closing soon. Shop while you can.
If my word may try his skill against mine, I challenge any man to measure his sword against...
Good day to you. I was just about...
Praise the Lord. I
Where is he?
apologize.
He's downstairs, isn't he?
Careful.
Ah, if it isn't our newest member...
I was just passing by.
That's nice of you.
Pretty well. I'll clean things up. Soon it'll be good as new.
Well, best of luck to you, lad. Us guildmasters have to support each other, you know.
By the way, Magdalena mentioned you like playing dice.
Aye, that's no secret. What about you? You like...
Of course.
Glad to hear it. What game would you like to play?
Do
Masters.
that one.
Let's play.
Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. If I was you, I'd take it. Well, you're not afraid of anything. That's still all right. It'd be worse if you already had 3 ones. These ones here.
Oh, I didn't realise I could choose multiple dice.
Damn it! They're yours, lad. Well, that's no great loss. You didn't have much anyway.
Still don't really know how to play this properly, but we'll take it.
Alright,
as it
that'll do.
comes.
Well, fuck me!
We're gonna risk it.
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
No, I'm not. That'll be 100. That'd be 50.
These ones here.
Go bust.
My God! Oh, come on!
Free ones.
That's enough. Your turn. No great loss. It wasn't that good anyway. Alright, that'll do.
Go on, go bust.
Well, fuck me! Finished. Your turn. Courage!
Nah, how has he just pulled that off? Hold on, that's gonna be... Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to press that button. Fuck! I actually fucked right up then.
These ones here. Great! And...
Just like your pa. Frisky always had rotten luck at dice too.
Really?
Aye, but he did more than all right for himself in other areas. You know what they say, unlucky at dice. Maybe it'll be the same for you.
I don't know.
Now listen, I had an idea. When you play dice, you could spread our guild's good name.
What do you mean?
Players in Kuttenberg and beyond always appreciate it when someone like a guild master plays a fair game with them. It'll help our prestige as well as yours. And I speak from experience. And so you have something to play for, even with some more discerning opponents. Take this.
Thanks.
And one more thing. When me and the other masters had a good look at you during the ceremony, you seem like the type of fella that's been through a lot despite your age. Am I right?
You're right. You could say I'm a bit of an adventurer.
And that's just the type of bloke I need. Just so you understand, us fellas at the guild are craftsmen, merchants. There are some troubles we can't solve without outside help. And now that we have someone like you, we might not have to go looking for it elsewhere.
What's this about?
A shipment of materials that got stuck somewhere on the way to Kuttenberg. One of our German masters, Klaus Eichner, wanted to discuss it with you. Go and see him. He can tell you more.
Wait a moment. I wanted to ask you about Martin. Did you know him well?
Of course I did. All the blacksmith's apprentices in the city knew each other. We were one big group. But it was different with Frisky. That was real friendship. The things I got up to with him and Fly. These days, nobody would believe me.
I hear he and Skoda tried to fix the astronomical clock.
Aye, everyone wanted to back then. But Frisky and Fly said they'd made some progress. But they could have just been yanking my pizzle.
Well, I don't think Martin was the type of person to joke about things like that.
I suppose you're right. I reckon if he was still alive, he'd still be trying to fix it.
Who was Fly?
A fella called Stander. He used to apprentice with your pa at Skoda's Forge. Folks used to call him Fly because he was always calm, quiet, kind of like a fly on the wall. But when he got pissed off, he could really buzz, believe me.
He sounds like he'd be worth talking to.
Aye, only he left the burg, and God knows where he is now. Maybe one of the other masters will know more. Try asking them about him.
What did you get up to together?
Ha! Things that aren't polite to talk about, lad. Girls, taverns, all sorts of nonsense. Maybe I'll tell you sometime, once we get to know each other better. But anyway, don't let me keep you.
Good day to you. God be with you.
Sholem Aleichem.
Right. I am gonna love you and leave you on that one for tonight. I've got work tomorrow, so I need to go get an early night. But yeah, we'll start trying to build our forge up a little bit, go do some missions. Just feed her. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it at that for tonight, and then tomorrow what we'll do is we'll forge this sword, take it up to Matey, and then we'll go speak to Eichner and see what we can get done there. And then see where that takes us. But thank you to everybody that stopped by tonight. Thank you for all the likes, shares and comments. I'll be back tomorrow. I've got work in the morning, so the usual time. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day or evening, and I shall see you all then. Bye.
Yeah, systems humming low. Frequency starts to go. Can you hear the noise flow? Built this whole world in the wires, lit our thoughts on digital fires, floating on a data stream, living out a binary dream. Now the bandwidth starts to strain, feeling just a little pain. Signal weak, the picture's blurring, something strange is now occurring. Getting colder in the network space, can't quite see your digital face. A hum builds up, a rising sound as the disconnect comes around. The stream is arming, yeah, it's winding down, static sending vibrations through the town, connection pending, but it won't hold its ground, the system's bending, a broken robotic sound. Oh, the signal fades, oh, digital shades, oh, the stream is gone, just secrets that the servers keep. This virtual skin begins to crack. There's no turning, no going back. Getting colder in the network space. Can't quite see your digital face. A hum builds up, a rising sound as the disconnect comes around. The stream is ending, yeah, it's winding down. Static sending vibrations through the town. Connection pending, but it won't hold its ground. The system's bending, a broken robotic cell. Oh, the signal fades. Oh, digital shades. Oh, the stream is gone, just static till the break of dawn. Was it real? This data flow, something more than just a show. These packets lost in silent space, leaving just an empty trace. Listen close, can you hear the hiss? The final digital kiss. Whisper, almost robotic. Complete termination. Static.